Being a homeowner means a lot of maintenance, and the roof is no exception. The roof gets old, shingles degrade and get loose, caulk degrades, allowing exposed nail heads, and water just gets where it shouldn't. And left unchecked, costly repairs for you. You're stuck with the bill. Nobody else. So in this video, we're gonna cover the top 5 most common leaks that homeowners come across and what you can do to prevent them. So getting into number 5, we have a low pitch roof leak. Generally, all shingle roofs will have a pitch. And if it is below a 412 pitch, which is about 18 degrees, then it is a low pitch. And it is required that underneath your shingles, you have 2 layers of synthetic underlayment or 1 layer of ice and water shield underneath the entire portion of that decking that is a low pitch. So some people will have a low pitch roof entirely, but others will have a portion that is a higher pitch going to a lower pitch. Say that you have like a back deck or back porch or screened in porch, something like that. Usually what will happen is a higher pitch will go to a lower pitch. If you find yourself in a predicament like this where it is a low pitch leak, there isn't much you can do. So I hope that you don't find yourself in this position. This is one of those things where you're gonna have to call a roofing professional, and they will generally have to replace the entire portion that is a low pitch if there's water damage there. Shingles are meant to shed water ultimately and not hold it. That's why these leaks occur. If water sits on top of the shingles, it finds its way into the cracks and then causes damage to the decking, finds its way into nails and rusts them, and it's a whole slew of problems. So let's just hope that you're not in this category, and let's just skip on over to 4, which you can actually do something about. So number 4 is a leak in the valley of your roof. On the roof, you're gonna see those corners where your 2 edges of a roof will line up. That is your valley. And ultimately, a leak in this area could be caused by debris buildup. So if you look up at your roof and you see there are leaves, there are sticks, there are dead squirrels, whatever it is, be sure to clean that out as soon as possible. Shingles, again, are meant to shed water and not hold it. And if you have buildup in that area, water's just gonna stay right there, find its way behind into the cracks, rust things up, cause water damage, and it can be bad. So just be sure to clean out those areas just like you would clean out your gutters to make sure that they are working properly. Clean out those valleys, make sure there's no buildup there as well. Now, a leak in the valley could be because of installing, and again, you can't do anything about that. It's best to just replace that entire valley and have somebody else do that. So the next 3 leaks are actually tied for first because they all happen around the same time due to the nature of them. They're prone to drying out. So let's talk about our first one, which is chimney leaks. Now, a chimney leak will occur around the flashing. In order to give a watertight seal to that flashing, you're gonna put caulk or roofing cement on there. Roofing caulk particularly. Don't want to get the wrong caulk, that could cause issues too. But this roofing cement or roofing caulk will eventually dry out, and then it causes water to sit in those crevices where we have grinded out a spot for the metal flashing that we have. If it dries out, water gets in there, causes issues. Now, you yourself could put roofing cement over that spot, but you want to be careful when you're applying this, because if you put roofing cement over this spot where water's been getting in and then you get water stuck behind that roofing cement, that causes a ton of issues in and of itself. Or if it's not sealed properly and you cause a hole in there, it just won't solve the problem. So just be careful with applying roofing cement. Maybe look up a few videos on YouTube if you can. Look up a few forums. Now, the next problem area we're going to talk about is the pipe boot. Man, these pipe boots, if they are not a lifetime pipe boot, they dry out, blow out all the time. We see it all the time. And we actually have a video on our channel, so if you want to go look at that, you can actually see us replacing a pipe boot and how that process goes. That pipe boot was completely blown out and dried out. So what ends up happening is the sun beats down on it, and as water and stuff gets on it and dries up, it just ages and becomes more susceptible to cracks and breaking and things like that. It's around that collar, I guess you'd call it, where the pipe meets the actual boot. So if that dries out, you can get something called a rain collar and just fit it over the top of the boot, and it protects that area that was blown out if it's around that rubber area. But if it is a leak that's happening because of the securing to the decking or the base of the actual pipe boot, you should probably replace it. If you have a pipe boot that's a normal pipe boot, usually those last about 7 years, but you can actually get a lifetime pipe boot, and those last a lot longer, obviously. It should last the lifetime of your roof. If you find yourself in a situation like this with a pipe boot that is blown out, you can replace it. Watch our video. It's pretty quick and easy. It's a 30-minute process. Otherwise, call a roofing professional or get a rain collar that protects that area that was blown out from any more water entering in. And then you can call a roofing professional, and it'll do its job for the time being. The last item on our list is actually exposed nails or improperly caulked nails. If a nail is caulked and after a while it just dries out, the caulk eventually comes off, and then it's an exposed nail. And as water keeps going over that nail, it's going to rust, it's going to eat away at it, it's going to cause a hole in that roof decking, wherever that is, and then ultimately cause a huge issue if it is left untreated. So your roof has thousands and thousands of nails. So I'm not saying go up on your roof and check each individual nail. That'll take a ton of time, but you can just check general areas like pipe boots or along the ridge of your roof. That last area that was actually finalized, there could be an exposed nail there. And if it's improperly caulked, or you see that it's like just degrading, you can just put roofing cement or that roofing caulk over top of it as well, and that'll fix it temporarily. But ultimately, if you want somebody to inspect your roof, call a roofer. They'll be able to actually give an in-depth process of, hey, these nails were exposed, I went ahead and caulked them, or it might be a bigger job than we think. It could be rotting to the decking, things like that. But a roofer obviously will be able to inspect the entirety of your roof, see those points that are susceptible, and figure out what the best option is. Those top 3 all are prone to dry outs. As a disclaimer, there are definitely ways to temporarily fix a problem. You can look it up on the internet, but it doesn't mean it's the best way. And a roofing professional is going to know the exact way to repair your roof. If you do it wrong, it could end up in water getting places where it didn't originally, making the leak worse. So always call a roofing professional. And I know that sounds biased coming from somebody who works for a roofing company, but seriously, if you don't want any more issues, that is my recommendation. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this information helpful. I mean, a lot of these issues, again, are sometimes things that you just got to figure out if you're going to take a chance on and repair it yourself or call somebody else. But if you found it useful, be sure to leave a like and comment down below. Also, if you have any video ideas that you would like us to cover, some certain topics, repairs, things like that, be sure to leave them in the comments as well. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.